You guys might make $1 million on only. You're trading $1 million for 45 to 70 years of loneliness. $1 million is a house.
But they said they're okay with
It's
dying
not worth it, dude. There's a lot of life to live. She gave up a 3-year marriage to go to Miami. A 3-year marriage from Miami. She said, "Well, he didn't let me go to Miami."
You say men?
She threw away a 3-year marriage.
Sir, you're making her cry.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, we just been through a lot and I don't know what else to do.
The truth hurts. Women can't handle the truth. They really can't, bro.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today, I am reacting to the short clip. I think it's very interesting, but if you think about it, it's actually really sad. On one of my previous episodes, I have talked about how women nowadays would rather choose to be on platforms like OnlyFans because they believe they can make quick money and that would be fulfilling long term. They don't need a man. Or how women would say they would rather choose Instagram and get all the attention from different people instead of choosing to be in a committed relationship. So if you do follow my YouTube channel, you might have seen that video where there were women asked, would you rather stick to your social media or would you give it up for someone who is, coming to your life, wants to build something with you, wants to grow a family, and they tell you, look, relationship first, Instagram is out of the game. And most of the women were saying that they would rather choose Instagram or any other social media platform because they get much more out of it instead of committing to a man. Like the man cannot give them anything, but Instagram does. I don't really understand what it is. But nowadays attention is the highest currency, right? And there are so many women who would want to get the attention and all the likes and the comments and the validation, and they think they're gonna get famous and all that good stuff. But what does it bring to your life long term, right? You're just addicted to the dopamine hit of random people giving you validation instead of looking into the future, how you can have a beautiful life, create a family, and, just be content. So this idea with OnlyFans, which is still quite a big topic, it's been around for some years now. There have been platforms like OnlyFans even much earlier, but it seems like OnlyFans has the biggest attention. It's blowing up, or it did blow up. I've talked about this, that a lot of young girls believe that when they go on OnlyFans, they're going to make a quick buck. They're going to get rich overnight. Unfortunately, which I think is, I don't care. To me, it's actually a good thing that that's not how it works, because otherwise more and more women would just be tapping into that delusion. But reality is it doesn't work like that. It's a small bubble of people who are making that money. Most of them are already famous. Most of them are your celebrities, musicians, models who are on that platform, and they have already this circle of people drawn to them. That's why they can make that quick money. And everyone else who joins, they might have a very big rise in a short period, but it's going to drop. I've talked about how more and more women were coming out and saying, oh, it's actually not true. They are not making the money they were expecting. And if they would want to make that money, the things that they had to do to keep the audience entertained so these people will still be willing to pay them money is actually very extreme. They had to go and do things that they're actually not comfortable with, which is embarrassing, shameful, harmful to your mental state and all that stuff, just to get a quick buck. So now here we have a few young women who are actually on OnlyFans. And the guy said you might make $1 million, but that's not going to last, right? People don't understand that money is something that you really need to be understanding how it works. You might make $1 million now, but in the industry that you're in, there's always someone new. There's always someone who's going to be prettier, hotter, willing to do more extreme things. And the question is, how long can you follow into that business? You might be in your early 20s now and you don't have kids, you don't have anything kind of stopping you from joining into that business. But in your 40s and 50s, are you still going to be selling your body on the internet? Are you still going to have men willing to pay you for that? I don't think so. So right now you might be able to make a quick money. Most likely you're going to spend it on, luxury stuff, beauty, surgeries to keep yourself looking a certain type of way. Because if you look at these women, they all kind of look the same. But once you get older, where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from that you're going to have to retire from? Where's the 1.2 million coming from? However the case may be, you might make that money, you might get all the attention, but actually you're trading it off for something else that is much more valuable in life, which is your reputation, the relationships that you have in your life, the circle of people surrounding you, and the family that you most likely are not going to get. Because what women don't understand is they have been sold this idea and they've been buying into this idea that there's no consequence, you can do whatever you want. I look pretty now, men are just gonna flock to me. Yes, but why are they drawn to you? There's one thing that men might give you attention and might be sexually interested in you, but most men are not looking to build a family or to bring a woman into their household who is selling her body on the internet. The consequences are enormous. You're trading this life right now for the future life that you are most likely not going to get anymore. If you want to do that, you need to think about the outcome long term, the consequences, and they don't do it. They don't think about the negative effects that they're putting on themselves, on their families, on their future children. They don't see all of that. All they see is quick money, attention, and that's all. So now here we have a young woman who was in a relationship, who was married, but the rebellious nature was much more powerful than the leadership of her husband. She didn't want to follow. She wanted to do whatever she wants to do. She wanted to follow the mass of city girls. She wanted to follow hookup culture. She wanted to follow feminism. She wanted to follow the delusional idea of empowerment. But I don't see how that is so empowering to sell your body to random people. So the argument that she had that led to breaking up the marriage was she wanted to go to Miami, and people who have heard so many stories about what's going on in Miami, and obviously that's not every single person that lives in Miami, but that place, that city has kind of drawn a negative reputation, and the reputation is that women go there to do things in sexual manner that is going to give them monetarily gain, right? So she wanted to go, and most likely her husband told her, no, you are not going. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go and join these other women in the strip clubs, in the party scene. I don't want you to go and, follow along these nonsense. But she didn't respect him. She was looking at the attention, the fun, the money that led to her choosing to break up the relationship. So now you went there, you had a one-time experience, but you lost so much. You lost the person that you love, you lost the person that cared for you, you lost your husband, you lost the time that you've invested in that relationship. You're growing more and more negative reputation to yourself. Now, who else is going to come in and say, you know what? This is the girl I want to get with. She is known for selling her body on the internet. She's known for doing all the crazy promiscuous things. Everyone has been there, everyone has done it, everyone has, tasted a bit of her. That is the girl I want to take seriously. That is the girl I want to commit to. That is the girl I want to make my wife and the mother of my children. Like, think about it. How does that make sense? You are trading the most special for one moment. And the truth is that they know intrinsically what they're doing is not right. But when they are grouped up with women who do the same things, they're going to sugarcoat it. They're going to tell you, oh, girl, you're strong and independent. You're so empowered. Don't let any man tell you this and that. Fine, you might choose to follow that. But long term, what is the outcome when you end up bitter, lonely, single? No one is taking you serious. What's going to happen when that money stops coming? What is going to happen when you put yourself in a dangerous position and there's no one there to protect you, assist you, help you, love you? Where are these other women who've been pushing you and hyping you up into doing these crazy things? Where are they? Well, most likely you guys need to group up together and share the misery together. Otherwise, it's not going to be fun. So I hope people realize that we're not just living in the moment. This idea of, oh, you only live once and you only live in the moment and do what you like and, nobody cares. It is not true. People might talk and judge you, whatever, and you can ignore it. You don't need to care. I get that. But at the end of the day, you are the only person who needs to deal with you. You're the only person who's going to face all the choices that comes with all the consequences of things that you have put onto yourself. You're the one who's going to carry that baggage. So I hope you guys enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye.